Ball bearings. Most see them as industrial scrap. I see high-carbon 52-100 steel, the stuff legendary blades are made of. Today, we're fusing these spheres with steel powder to forge a high-contrast canister Damascus. Watch closely. We're turning junk into a masterpiece. The bearings go into a steel can, packed tight. We flood the voids with 1084 powdered steel. Every air pocket is a potential failure point, so it has to be seamless. Seal the lid, weld it shut, and now it's one solid mass ready for the fire. Pro tip: that powder isn't just filler. It's the matrix that binds the bearings and creates the web in your pattern. Pack it unevenly, and your pattern looks like a mess. Consistency is king. Out of the fire, glowing hot. The press forces the steel into a single sole. Once it's a solid billet, we go for the twist. Wringing red-hot steel like a wet rag. This is where the soul of the Damascus pattern is born. The power hammer takes over. Brutal force flattens the spiral, drawing it out into a bar. Layers shift, compress, and dance. You can almost see the blade fighting to come out of the steel. Steel's cold. Time to find the lines. I'm sketching the profile by eye. Aggressive, clean, functional. The angle grinder screams through the excess. The ghost of a knife is finally starting to show. If you're enjoying the build, hit that like button. It keeps the forge running. Precision work now, marking the tang, the bevels, and the serrations. When I started, I'd rush this and ruin days of work. My mentor used to say, the grinder is a fast way to make a mistake, but a slow way to make a masterpiece. Now, I let the tool breathe. Every spark is a lesson I paid for in sweat. The blade is finally becoming dangerous. The belt grinder eats the burrs and trues up the spine, checking for symmetry. In a blade this complex, there's no room for a lazy side. The foundation is set. Rotary tools for the tight spots, hand files for the truth. I'm checking the geometry with calipers. Perfection is measured in microns. Even now, under the scratches, the Damascus is trying to peek through. Don't rush the finish. If your geometry is off, a mirror polish will only highlight your mistakes. Build the house on a solid foundation. Filing in the jimping for a rock-solid grip. Then, total decontamination. Degreaser, abrasive blocks, a surgical wipe down. If the steel isn't pristine, the quench won't be either. The forge is screaming. We hit critical temp, bright orange. Then, the plunge. Sizzle sound. A fireball and a pillar of white smoke. 52-100 steel is born in the ice, but forged in the fire. It's hard as glass now. Scrubbing off the scale and oil. Woodblock and foam for a deep clean. The steel needs to be bone dry and spotless before the acid bath. Ferric chloride, the moment of truth. The acid eats into the layers and the magic happens. The different steels react, darkening and shimmering. This isn't just a knife, it's a map of the forge. Rinse it off and look at that contrast. Patience is a virtue in the etch. Multiple short dips with a clean rinse in between will give you a deep, clean pop without rotting the steel. Blue compound on the wheel, bringing out the depth. The pattern becomes 3D. Dark lines and silver clouds dancing like wood grain. It's haunting. Fitting the guard, drilling the slot to hair-breadth tolerances. Every strike of the hammer, every file stroke is about that perfect click fit. Zero gaps, no excuses. Boring out the heart of the wood for the hidden tang, deep and dead on. I'm shaping the timber for ergonomics. It needs to feel like an extension of the arm, not a piece of wood. Brass accents. It's a soft metal, but a jealous one. It demands a perfect finish. The golden glow against the cold, dark Damascus. That's the contrast I'm looking for. And do not forget to subscribe for more builds. We're just getting started. Epoxy time. The tang meets the wood, the brass guard seats home, clamped down under tons of pressure. While the glue cures, the final lines are drawn. This is where it all becomes one. Grinding the handle to its final form, the wood disappears in a cloud of dust. The blade is taped off. One slip here and it's over, rounding the edges, finding the balance. Hand sanded through the grits, every curve, every transition. It needs to be smooth, warm, and impossible to put down. Tape off, clamps off. The reveal is close. Oil hits the grain. The wood drinks it up, turning deep and rich. A soft buff brings it to life. One final coat of wax for protection. It's alive. Testing the edge. Effortless, clean, lethal. From a pile of rusty ball bearings to a high-end Damascus blade. Brass, wood, and 52-100 steel. This is what we do. Subscribe and tell me in the comments, what should I forge next?